One of the most revealing moments in a boardroom is when the pressure is sky high, stakes are massive, and the clock is ticking. Strategic decision-making under pressure is not just about logic. It's about clarity, resilience, and the ability to align everyone fast.
Absolutely. I've seen perfectly rational boards make irrational decisions when the heat is on, sometimes due to groupthink, sometimes due to fear of missing out, sometimes simply because the loudest voice wins.
Let's set the stage for our listeners. Picture this. A major competitor has just announced a disruptive new product. Your stock is dropping in real time, and the media is calling for a statement within hours. The board has to decide. Do we respond immediately or take time to formulate a long-term strategy?
And that's where the tension comes in. Immediate action can calm markets, but might lead to a weak response. Waiting might allow a more strategic move, but the optics could be seen as hesitation.
Boards under pressure often operate in fight or flight mode. Adrenaline can make people act decisively, but it can also narrow thinking. The best chairs know how to slow down the tempo in the room, even if the clock outside is ticking like a drum.
I've seen that. A good chair will say, let's take a deep breath, outline our top 3 priorities, and assign rapid-fire tasks. They create a container for thinking, rather than letting panic take over.
One tool I like is the 3-30-300 rule. Spend 3 minutes clarifying the decision, 30 minutes exploring scenarios, and 300 minutes executing the agreed plan. Of course, you adapt the numbers, but the discipline matters.
I love that. And pairing that with a pre-agreed decision escalation protocol helps. That way everyone knows who has authority for what, and we're not wasting time on governance confusion when it matters most.
The risk is making gut decisions without enough data, or drowning in too much data. A high-performing board decides in advance what critical data points they'll always have at their fingertips in a crisis.
And they empower the management team to prepare decision packets with facts, implications, and recommended actions. That structure can save hours and avoid emotional overreach.
Remember the global supply chain crisis in 2021? Boards that had pre-modeled disruptions acted within hours, securing contracts, shifting suppliers, and communicating with markets confidently. Those without a plan? They burned weeks debating while losing customers.
Exactly. Preparedness is half the battle. Pressure exposes the cracks in board discipline.
Communication, once a decision is made, the speed and clarity of communication, internally and externally, determine whether the market sees you as a leader or a victim.
That's where the board's alignment matters. No leaks, no conflicting messages. One voice, many amplifiers.
The truth is, pressure doesn't change who you are as a board, it reveals it. If you haven't built trust, clarity, and preparedness, the cracks will show.
And if you have, pressure can actually be your finest hour.
Strategic decision-making under pressure isn't a talent you're born with, it's a muscle you train, meeting after meeting.